Hello and welcome to the Real and Complete Show podcast. I'm your host, Dee Adekubi, aka Mama D. This weekend is Mother's Day and I have 5 mothers to thank. What about you? How many moms do you have? And is Mother's Day a good or a bad day for you? Coming right up after this break.
I recently read Celebrating Milestones, 40 Years of Great Influence by Adeola Adekubi. Reading this book will be a moving experience for anyone who has needed the right people in their lives to inspire them and move them forward. And that's pretty much everyone. We all need to learn how to appreciate the people that God sends into our lives and help us get through the bad times and enjoy the good times. This book tells a story of triumph, of rising above trials and tribulations, and finding success through belief in God and the people He sends into our lives. If you have faith in God, He will surround you with the right people to inspire, guide, and help you achieve the life you are destined to achieve. If you don't believe this, just read Adeola's story. I guarantee you will be inspired. To purchase your copy today, visit www.allwoman.ca or amazon.ca.
President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed on May 9, 1916, that mothers need to be celebrated and asked Americans on that day to give a public thank you to their mothers and all mothers, honoring motherhood, maternal bonds, and the influence of women and mothers in society. It is a celebration to appreciate all the work that mothers do, but for some, it's not a happy time and they have nothing to celebrate. The day can be painful for women who are struggling with infertility and have gone through the pain of miscarriage, stillbirth, or even an abortion. It can be an uncomfortable time for the many women who choose not to have children, but society makes them uncomfortable about their decision. The day can trigger depression and sorrow for those who have lost a mother, and for a mother who has had to bury her child or had to give them up in a custody case. As much as many love to demonstrate their appreciation and celebrate Mother's Day, which we should 100% without feeling guilty, let's not forget that it can be a painful time for others. And for many years, it was for me. From the age of 10, I dreaded Mother's Day because I was angry and felt that my mother chose to abandon and reject me, depriving me of the love and relationship I could have had with her, especially as I grew up into my teens and started to develop as a girl. I had to rely on the men who were raising me to take me shopping for my first bra and help me through my first menstrual cycle. Let me stop here and applaud the many amazing men and fathers who are dual parents. We celebrate you on this day too, because I grew up with a few men raising me. Growing up, I was always jealous of my friends' relationships with their moms, or the amazing women that were in their lives, and I always compared them to my life and what I lacked. But I am so grateful to God that when I was 16, God brought a woman into my life and she became the mother I desperately needed and wanted. She took me in, introduced me to everyone as her daughter, and for the few years that I had with her, it made up for all the years that I lost with my biological mother. Dolly's adopted me as her own child and also became my spiritual and destiny mother. She invested endless time and resources in my life, raising me and discipling me to become the woman of God that I am today. She is also the woman behind my career in administration, giving me my first job and opportunity as a secretary, covering for her maternity leave. And finally, she loved me and searched the streets for me when I was homeless and lost. Today, I am the woman I am today because of the investment she and many others made in my life. I believe that in our lifetime, many of us will have the amazing opportunity to be influenced and even raised by 5 types of mothers, each bringing something unique and wonderful to complement and complete us, to make us become the best versions of ourselves. I have an amazing biological mother, Mrs. Christiana Omonwumi Makonjola, who carried and nurtured me in her womb. She brought me into this world, giving me the opportunity to have a life and a future. And for that, I am grateful to God, and I celebrate you, Mommy. Like myself, many of us have or will have the opportunity to be adopted legally or through relationships by some amazing women and mothers. By choice, they chose us, or we chose them, and together we meet each other's needs. Choosing or being chosen and loved by someone is truly amazing and wonderful. Every woman is a natural mother to the children in her community, or the children that her friends bring home, or the children that her children bring home for her to love and to care for them. Or a mother in love, not a monster-in-law, to her children's spouses. There are also many single women who are natural mothers to their siblings or family members. My daughter Deborah is a natural mother. From an early age, she took over the household, managing everybody and everything, cooking and cleaning and caring for all her siblings and even us, her parents. And every year I celebrate her on Mother's Day, even though she just turned 21. You see, natural mothers are not necessarily married or adults. They can be single and even young too. There is no minimum age. It's just a role that comes natural to some people. As a result of our faith and beliefs, many of us will have spiritual mothers who, through the faith community we are connected to, will raise us and mentor us in the same faith and beliefs. And their influence and their mentorship plays a significant role in our spiritual life. And finally, there are destiny mothers who, without even knowing it, many people's lives are shaped and built around them. Based on what they see, what they hear, and connect with, these women become distant role models, influencers, teachers, and mentors through their work and its influence on society. I've had and I'm still being blessed to have 5 mothers in my life. And despite not having a good start in life with my biological mother, God has restored and loved me 5 times over. So today, as we celebrate Mother's Day, celebrate the 5 mothers you have: your biological mother, your adopted mother, your natural mother, your spiritual mother, and your destiny mother. And be grateful to God that He so loved you to bless you with not only 1, but 5 amazing influences to help you fulfill your destiny and live a purposeful life. Now, because of the pandemic, many will not have the opportunity to express and celebrate Mother's Day the way they would want to. However, there are many ways to make your mothers feel special no matter where they are. If you can't be with them physically, can I encourage you to connect with a phone call, a video call, or a video message, or even a heartfelt email or letter, something that they will cherish for a long time. And if it's possible, drive by and visit from a safe distance just to say hello and tell them how much you love them and appreciate them. And for the many women that are in pain at this time, Bible says weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. A new day is coming that will usher in fullness of joy for you. You may have lost a mother, a child, or you are currently battling infertility. But if you look around you, God has given you 4 other opportunities to be a mother and make a difference in somebody's life. You have the opportunity to be an adopted mother, a natural mother, a spiritual mother, and also a destiny mother. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. There are many people crying and waiting for the love, the home, and the future that only you can give them. This is D. Adekubi, aka Mama D, coming to you real and complete. I'd like to hear from you. How many mothers do you have? And what is Mother's Day like for you? Post your comment or contact me on any of the various social media platforms, and I promise to respond. And if you like this podcast, don't forget to share it and subscribe. Until next week, remember, you are fully complete in Christ Jesus, who is head over all powers. You are all woman. Now go and celebrate all the mothers you have, and go and be a mother to somebody in need. See you next week. God bless.
Thank you for listening to the Real and Complete Show podcast with D. Adekubi, sponsored by All Women Ministry. For more information about All Women Ministry, please visit allwomen.ca. If you liked the podcast, please subscribe and share to inspire others to action.